didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I would have liked an Air Force position. At that time, it seemed like everybody was all put together as the armed forces, and I think it was difficult to be able to choose. It turned out I was destined for an Air Force type position. I was in training in Kingston, Ontario, after basic training. Basic training is 11 weeks back east, and came to Kingston and was involved in what's called a POET course, and that is an acronym for Performance Oriented Electronics Training. So thereby I would have been trained into working on what's called integral systems, would have been technical systems for aircraft. So I was just getting started. I wasn't even really doing any work. I was in training. Yeah, and I got involved with a woman that had come from basic training along with me. We were in the same course, so we got involved romantically, and we were having a good time. Well, we had a close group of friends that had come, along from basic training. We'd formed friendships, and those who knew were okay with it, and people were very nervous. Everyone was nervous about being labeled, and I don't think at the time I knew of anybody that was kicked out at that time for being gay. So we were trying to be careful. There was an incident where my girlfriend and I went out in my car out away from the base, and we went parking like a lot of young people do. And suddenly, out of nowhere, come these headlights behind my vehicle. There was a lag time there. I guess whoever was there was perhaps checking out my license plate, and it turned out to be the OPP. And they came to the car window and asked for our ID. And I can't remember, but we might have given them our military ID, which was not very smart. But for some reason, I still don't understand why the OPP gave that information to our military people. And at that time, when the OPP officer was talking to us, they just said, "Are you aware you're on private property and you should vacate and get out of here?" And we thought that was the end of it. It was a civil situation, not a military situation. And there was a trickle down. We go back to our life. We're attending our classes, and we get pulled out of class to go to headquarters one day. That's where things got ugly, and it was surreal. It was almost like something out of a movie, and it was rabid. Like, they had to have found the most homophobic right-wing people to be part of that investigation unit, because they were just practically frothing at the mouth and wanted information. They wanted your head on a slab, like you were something evil. They were so just like intense, and it was humiliating and demeaning. I even said, "Okay, you caught me. Yeah, I'm gay." And it didn't end there. They said, "Well, prove it. What were you doing in the car?" Like, totally humiliating and ridiculous. The worst was yet to come, in that girlfriend, she attempted suicide out of this situation. And so that was the worst. Luckily, she didn't succeed. So I felt fairly strong that I would make it through the situation. I knew that I had family that would not, reject me. I don't think the same could be said for her situation. So when they first came out with the apology, the official apology that Justin Trudeau so beautifully spoke, I was blown away. I was so blown away. I mean, this is decades old, this whole situation. And I never thought I would see that recognized. So that in itself was huge. And I assembled a bunch of friends here at my house and we watched it on TV and I cried and they were all, way to go, Young people that I tell this story to, they don't understand what it was like because there's so many rights and freedoms now. They just think, oh, that's outlandish. Why wouldn't they hire you? Why would they discharge you like that? So it's not on their radar, and it's just a fantastic story. And but all these hurdles, all these things have been hard fought.